And so, you know, socks are what I have been wearing all day. Kind of strange because yesterday I was definitely barefoot all day. So just take a moment to get comfortable. And if that means keeping your socks on for a few extra moments, that's okay. Move your sitting bones. And as you rest your hands down, lift up through your sides, draw your shoulders up and back, lengthen up through the back of your neck. And then let your eyes close and take a full breath, letting yourself tune into what's happening for you in your body. As you move through your body with your mind's eye, noticing the specifics. Find a little bit of shift and movement in your seat to help you notice a little bit more clearly, to help you feel more specifically what's showing up. Then bring hands to connected heart center and take a deep breath. As you exhale, bow toward your heart. Then softly opening your eyes, release your hands down and gently give your shoulders a roll back and add a little bit of side-to-side movement here with your head and your neck. Little ear to shoulder, just checking in, noticing, bringing some awareness to what's present through the neck, maybe the upper back and shoulders. Then back into center, shake your head no. And then coming back into center, tuck your chin down, gazing toward the ground, and then a little shake of your head no here at the same time as keeping shoulder blades engaged. Then inhale back upright. Take your hands in front of you to clasp, pull forward with your arms and round back through your spine. And then add that movement that we know and love, working through your back body a little bit, working through the lats a little bit. Inhale, rise up tall, releasing your hands. Work your fingertips just behind you and push down to lift up and open through the heart space. Feeling shoulder blades engage. Keep the back of your neck long. Take a couple deep breaths. Then gently come back up to center, work your hands forward, and work your way as far forward into a forward fold as your body is ready for. Maybe setting your forearms up on a block here, or maybe your hands stay at the ground. A couple big breaths as you move and shift through your hips, through your sides, through your shoulders. Then gently bring yourself back upright and switch the cross of your legs, coming to the less comfortable cross for yourself. Shift your sitting bones. And then press down with your fingertips, lift your ribs up high. And now as you reach across with your right hand to your left knee or thigh, use your left fingertips to help you lift up taller through your sides. Take an exhale, draw your low ribs in to help you twist just a little bit more. Full deep breath here. Inhale, come back into center, and exhale, take your twist across to the other side. Press down with your right fingertips behind you and lift up through your sides. Exhale, low ribs in, twist just a tiny bit more. Take a big deep breath here. Use your inhale to help you grow a little longer. Exhale to help you find a little added twist. Inhale, come back into center, hands to your knees, press your spine back into a cat-like pose, tuck your chin down, and add that movement again through your shoulders, your sides. Then bring your fingertips just behind you again, and this time walk them back a little further, maybe even come all the way down onto your palms. Push down and lift up and open through your heart space, finding this little bit of a back bend. Engage your low belly to support your low back. Take a deep breath. Then gently push yourself back upright and walk your hands forward, going in the opposite direction, taking that forward fold. Again, you can always bring your forearms down to blocks here, or keep your hands at the ground instead of coming all the way down. Take a big, deep breath. Then inhale, gently come all the way back upright and shift forward onto hands and knees. And from your hands and knees, take a moment to set yourself up. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Rotate elbow pits forward and push, finding that expansion into the upper back. And now hips sway side to side. And as you sway them side to side, take it as deeply as your body is ready for. So maybe your hips sway enough so your hip will touch the ground. Maybe they sway just a little bit. Find what that looks like for you today and honor what your body is asking for. And now back upright, set yourself up, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, rotate elbow pits forward and push. Tuck your toes under and lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog pose. And then take a moment to pedal out with your feet and knees. And now both knees come to a little bit of a bend and sway your hips side to side. Think of letting your sides grow longer, hip to armpit. Then back into center, rise to tiptoes, tilt your sitting bones up. And then walk your way forward, take as many steps as you need to get there, coming into your forward fold at the front of your mat. Feet are inner hip distance apart and parallel. Take an inhale and lengthen part way, extend your heart and tilt your sitting bones up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Hands to hips. Push your hips back, start to lift up and open through your shoulders as you inhale and rise. Now I'm going to take my socks off because I haven't done that yet. So then find feet inner hip distance apart again. If they've shifted, lift and spread your toes and then push down. Inhale, stretch up overhead. Take a hold of opposite elbows over your head and lift up through your elbows. Then draw some space between your shoulders, making some space for your head and your neck. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Now a little bend to your knees here. Move your inner thighs back and then engage your low belly. Engage your low ribs. Then take a little side stretch over to the left. Turn upright with your right shoulder, your right elbow. Inhale back up to center and exhale to the right. Turning upright with your left shoulder, your left elbow. Inhale back up to center. Now release your arms. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale and lengthen part way. Exhale and fold. Plant your fingertips, stepping your right foot back into your lunge. Center off your hips, extend your heart forward. Take a deep breath. Inhale, step forward. And exhale, step your left foot back into your lunge. Center with your hips, grow longer through your spine. Deep breath. Inhale, step forward. Exhale, right foot steps back into your lunge, and then bring your hands up to your knee to rise. Feel free to have your back knee on the ground if you want to here, that's okay. But wrap your left hip back and push your right toes down so much that your right inner thigh lifts. Take a big breath. And now walk your hands up your thighs, rising all the way up with your torso. Recenter with your hips, and then come to gratitude, opening through the chest. Take a deep breath. Exhaling, hands come all the way down to the front of your mat. Step back to a downward facing dog pose and take a deep, full inhale. Long, deep exhale. Inhale, come forward into your plank. Use knees on the ground if you would like to. Find that rotation of upper arm bones and push. Extend your heart. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Set tops of feet up and push down. As you push down, find your knees pressing down and then engage your low belly. Push down with your hands. Take a big exhale, draw your low ribs in. Inhale, shoulders lift up and back, rising up as high as your body needs. Whatever height cobra is in your practice today. Exhale, push through knees to downward facing dog. Deep breath. And now walk your way forward, coming into your forward fold at the front of your mat. Take an inhale and lengthen part way. Exhale and fold. Plant fingertips, you're stepping left foot back this time into your lunge. Center with your hips, extend your heart, and then bring your hands up to your front knee. Pause, and as you find that wrapping action for your right glute, down and under, bend deeper into your front knee. Then push your back toes down and lift your upper thigh a little bit so that your back thigh isn't sinking. Then work your hands up to your hips, lifting your torso, lifting your chest, recenter, and then come to gratitude. Big full breath. Exhaling, hands come all the way down to the front of the mat. Step back to your downward facing dog pose and take a full breath. Inhale, come forward into your plank. Use knees if you would like to. Elbow pits rotate, push, and extend your heart. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. And then reach back with one leg at a time and then press. Tops of feet down, knees down. Engage your low belly. Push down with your hands. Take a big exhale, low ribs in. Inhale, shoulders lift up and back. Take a deep breath in your cobra pose. Exhale, push through knees and to downward facing dog. Full deep inhale, long full exhale. And then walk your way forward, coming into your forward fold at the front of your mat. Take an inhale and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Hands to hips. Push hips back. Start to lift up and open through your shoulders. Inhale, rise. All the way up to standing. And then we'll find our balance. Not in a tree pose because we don't need any fallen trees. But we are going to do some hamstring work like we did this morning. Kelly was there this morning. So we're going to find our balance onto our left foot. If you want, you can have your back against a wall. Okay? So clasp hands underneath your right thigh. And then as you flex your foot, wrap your right hip down. Extend and lift with your chest. Even think of putting shoulder blades onto your back. And now push hamstrings into your hands and extend your foot forward as far as your body is ready for. That might be a considerable bend to your knee. It might be straight here, but take a big deep breath. And now inhale, draw your knee back in, and now switch to holding on to your knee with your right hand, left hand at your hip, and then open your knee up to the right side. Foot flexed, feel free to stretch, left arm to the sky here if you would like. Inhale back into center, and exhale, foot to the ground. Find your balance onto your right foot, pick your left thigh up into your hands, and give your foot a flex. Wrap your left hip down so your hips become a little bit more even, and push hamstrings into hands. Lift your shoulders up and back, lengthen the back of your neck, and begin to extend your foot forward. Again, as long and straight as your body is ready for, take a deep breath. Good, inhale your heel back in, and then switch to holding on to your knee with your left hand, right hand to your hip, and then start to turn open. Take a big deep breath as you stand tall. Feel free to stretch your right arm to the sky if you would like to. Good, inhale back into center, and exhale, foot back to the ground, and then shake it out. Come to the front of your mat, feet are inner hip distance apart and parallel. Lift and spread your toes and then root them down. Take an inhale, stretch up overhead. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale and lengthen part way. Exhale and fold. Plant your fingertips. Feel free to use blocks here if you want. We're going to take a little bit of a twist in our lunge. So step right foot back into your lunge. We're going to set right hand on a block or the floor on the outside edge of your mat. Left hand to your knee as you start to turn your belly and your heart to the left side. Put both shoulder blades on your back and then feel free to stretch up here. Take a full big breath. 2 actions to think about. First, wrap your left hip back to help even out your hips a little bit, and push your back toes into the ground so your right thigh bone gets to lift. 1 more big breath. Exhale, both hands come down to the front of your mat. Bring your back knee all the way down and then work your hands to the inside. Again, you can have a block here if you want, or 2 blocks, but work down toward your elbows. As low as your body needs, take a deep breath. Extend with your heart. Push down with your left big toe and find that wrapping action of your left hip. Left glute wraps down and under. Then rise back to your hands and settle all the way back into a downward facing dog pose. Take a deep breath. Inhale, come forward into your plank. Knees down if you want. Push and expand through your upper back, and then exhale, lower. Inhale, curl up and open as high as your body is ready for. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. Deep breath. And then walk your way forward, coming into your forward fold at the front of your mat. Take an inhale, lengthen part way. Exhale and fold over your legs. Plant your fingertips, this time left foot steps back into your lunge. Set your left hand on a block or the floor. Right hand to your knee as you turn your belly and your heart to the right side. And then find that wrapping action with your right hip. Wrap it down, your knee will turn a little bit more to the right side. And then push your back toes down. Lift your upper thigh, even as you turn your belly and your heart. Big breath. If you want to stretch up, you can. On your exhale, both hands come down to the front of your mat. Walk them to the inside. Bring your back knee down and then extend through your heart. Extend your sides. Work down as low as your body is ready for, coming into that alligator pose on the second side. Big toe mound pushes down and you wrap your glute down and under. Find that action. Take a big deep breath. Then inhale, rise back up to your hands, and this time we're going to settle back onto knees, push hips back to heels, take a child's pose. As you settle your head down, feel free to shift and move a little bit in your child's pose to find a little more space. Then inhale, gently push yourself up to your seat. Come all the way down onto your sitting bones. And now reaching right leg straight ahead in front of you, left foot into the side of your leg. Feel free to add a block underneath your knee here, especially if your knee tends to be considerably lifted. Move your sitting bones back and broad. And now push down with your fingertips beside your hips and lift up tall. And now from your heel to your hip socket, pull in, actually pull back with your leg. Now reach across with your left hand to your right thigh. Right fingertips beside you, lift your ribs up high, heart up high. And from this place, start to walk your hand down your leg as far as you need to go. You might come to the outside of your foot or anywhere on the outside of your leg that feels the best to you. Push your right fingertips down and turn your belly, turn your heart as far as your body is ready to go today. Take a deep breath. Inhale, rise all the way back up and switch legs. Left leg extends, right foot into the side of your leg. Again, prop underneath your knee if you would like to. This is a really nice way to support your hip flexors here. Move your sitting bones. And then from left heel to left hip, draw in. Then as you lengthen through your sides, reach your right hand across to the outside of your left thigh. Lift your sides again, stay long even as you walk your hand down the outside of your leg, maybe coming to your foot or anywhere in between. Take a big deep breath. Use your inhale to help you extend through your torso. Your exhale helps you to twist just a little bit more, coming to that place that's right for your body. Now inhale, rise back up. Bring soles of feet together into your butterfly. You're welcome to have blocks underneath your knees here if you want. Shift your sitting bones. You can also be sitting your hips up on a blanket here. Bring peace fingers to big toes or hold on to shins or take fingertips behind you to help you sit tall. Find lots of length and in particular think of tilting your pelvis, your belly's coming forward. Close your eyes, take a full deep breath. And now if it's in your practice, you're welcome to hinge at your hips and take that fold a little bit deeper, maybe bringing elbows to come to rest against your calves, maybe walk your fingertips forward, maybe stay upright entirely. Find what works the best for your body. Take a deep breath. Then inhale, gently rise back up. And now keeping your legs in this same general shape, reach your right hand across to your left foot, maybe to your shin, maybe all the way to your knee. Press your left fingertips down beside you, lift your ribs up high, take a deep breath. Utilize your inhales to help you to sit tall, exhales to twist from your low ribs. Inhale, come back into center, and then taking left hand to your foot, your shin, or all the way across to your knee. Use your right fingertips to help you to sit tall. On your exhale, low ribs draw in to help you twist. Your inhales help you to sit taller. Your exhales maybe twist you just a little bit more. Inhale back into center, and now bring knees upright, footprints to the floor, and make your way all the way down onto your back. And now from your back, pull knees up close. As you hug your knees in, you're rocking side to side, giving your back body a little bit of a massage. And now your choice, we're going to take a spinal twist. You can keep your knees pulled up close to your chest here and drop both knees over to the right side, or you can extend your right leg all the way out long and just take your left knee across to the right side. Your choice. You can also set something underneath your knee for a little bit of support. If you have both knees dropping over to the right, then maybe something underneath both or in between. As you take this twist, just notice that left shoulder. If you need to, maybe shift your shoulders over a few inches to the right to help your left shoulder come down. 2 more deep breaths right here. Inhale, come back up to center. Both knees into your chest for a moment. Little rock side to side. And then your choice of a twist. Both knees over to the left, or extend your left leg out long and take that twist with your right knee across your body. You decide how that looks and prop wherever you need to. You can always set something underneath your knee here. Take a couple big deep breaths wherever that is for you. And again, don't forget that you can always set or shift your shoulders over in the direction of your twist to help your right shoulder come down. And now inhale back up to center, both knees into your chest. Again, rock side to side. And then footprints to the floor. Grab your blocks here. Bring soles of feet together, knees opening wide, taking this butterfly, this bound ankle pose. Hands come to your hips. Your blocks are adjusted underneath your legs to either support all the way at your hip or a little further out your thigh towards your knee or wherever in between. So with hands at your hips, take a moment with your eyes closed to tune into a full deep breath, checking out whatever is present in your body right now. You can stay right here with your knees open wide in this butterfly if you would like, or lift your knees up, set a bolster underneath your knees, or even just let your legs come out to relax and release. Arms open to whatever position feels the best to you. And take some big breaths as you start to settle into your Shavasana. Settle into a pose that truly honors you, your body, your mind right now. Full deep breaths. Make whatever shifts you need to make. Bring awareness back to your breath. Gently add movement into fingers and into toes. Bending your knees, slowly roll over to one side. And then gently push yourself back up to your seat. And bring hands together at heart center. With your eyes closed, take a full breath. Completely fill up. Have a very peaceful, beautiful rest of your day. And stay safe out there. Namaste. Thanks, you guys.